Well, good morning. Today is Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo Day. I just dropped Josh off at school. I had to drive David to the bus because it's raining pretty hard. I don't like driving in the rain either, but I have no plans other than, excuse me, I have Kylie still. She still was sleeping when I left. So was Jim. Who wouldn't be? It's only 7:30. I know people that work, you got to get up early. I did that for years. I used to get up and start work at 6 o'clock, so I know. But I got to drive Kylie to school. Denise already did her homeschooling for today, so I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So she goes at 12:25, so I plan on going home and going back to bed for a little bit, because let me tell you, I'm tired. I knew I had to get up early, but I still didn't go to bed till like almost 1 o'clock. But, oh well. I'll try to remember today to show my pictures. I don't know, it's kind of vain on my part, I think, to try to show my pictures. But you seem to want to see them. I don't know why, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Trying to think if I can think of a story. I've told this story in the past, but you know, my new subscribers, you know, you can hear it. My old subscribers, I'm sorry, you're going to hear it again. I had bought a pair years and years ago. I bought a pair of Rockport shoes, and I paid $100 for them. And at the time, you could probably buy a good pair of shoes for probably $50. So $100 was quite a big amount of money. And so I had bought them. I had got to this mall and bought these shoes. And I know what size I wear, so I don't try shoes on. I don't like trying shoes on. I don't know, I'm weird that way. So I know what size I wore. So I brought them home, put them on. Only wore them on carpeting in my house. I didn't wear them outside or anything. And there was a nail that came up from the shoe. Not like a nail, like a tack. But it went right into the arch of my foot. And I obviously couldn't walk with it, and I tried to get it out, but it was like between the inner sole and the sole of on the outside. So I brought them back to the Rockport store, and I told the girl, I said, you know, there's a hole there, and I showed her, and she put her hand in, and she could feel it and everything. And I said, you know, all I want to do is exchange them for another pair of shoes. And she says, well, no, we have a no refund policy. That's why we encourage you to try the shoes on when you're here. And I said, well, I understand that, but, you know, it has a nail in it. I can't wear them. And she says, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but, you know, you can't get a refund. Well, I started off being nice because I've worked in retail, and I know you start off being nice, and then you build your momentum up. And so I said, well, can I see a manager? And so she says, well, I am the manager. And which always surprises me that, you know, like they're always the manager. I was a manager. The manager very seldom waits on people. They have like paperwork and stuff to do. I'm not saying that managers don't wait on people, because I did, but for the most part you don't. So I didn't believe her. So she says, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't give you a refund. So I said, well, I'm not going to let anybody buy any shoes from you so I can get my money back. So every time somebody came in the store, I'd show them my shoe, I'd feel it, have them feel where the nail was, and say, you know, they won't give me a refund. So she got mad and she called security. So security came and they escorted me out of the store. So I stood outside the store politely and told people my problem, and that how they wouldn't give me a refund, and how I didn't think it was right. They could see it was a brand new pair of shoes that have never been worn, because the bottom didn't have any marks on it or anything. And so she called mall security. So mall security came, and mall security escorted me out of the mall. All I did was walk around, come in another door, and come back to the store. And so she called mall security again. So they came again, and they said, you know, we're going to have to call the police. And I said, you know, this is ridiculous. All I want is another pair of shoes. I said, you can escort me out as many times as you want. I said, because I'll come back again tomorrow. I'll come back every day till I get another pair of shoes. I'm not asking for the world. If she only wants to give me one shoe, I don't care. Just give me the shoe that, you know, the right shoe, because I think it was the right foot. And so he says, well, ma'am, I can't do that. And I said, well, you know, I'm not leaving. So he says, well, you can't be in the vicinity of the store. So I said, okay. So I went across to the store across from me, and then when people would come by and go, hey, come here, look at the shoes I just bought from Rockport. So finally the manager come out and she said, you know what, just give me the shoes. So I gave her the shoes. I said, you know, I'm even willing to wait until you mail them back to the factory and send another pair of shoes back. She says, no, here, just take the shoes and get away. Just don't come back to my store. Please don't buy another pair of Rockports. I go, oh, trust me, I will never buy another pair of Rockports. And guess what? I've never bought another pair of Rockports. They're a good shoe. I'm not saying anything about it, but if this is their company policy, I don't need it. I really don't. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that's about it for now. I know it has nothing to do with weight relating things, but I'll show you more of that during the day. But now there's a lot of traffic, and I have to put my mind on the road because we don't want to witness an accident. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, I've dropped Kylie off at school, and it's time to eat. And here's my breakfast. You know, I know it's a lot of fruit, but I went back and looked at my beginning videos from July of 2015 to November of 2015, and I ate a lot of fruit, and I lost 42 pounds. So I'm going to go back to what I think works for me. So anyway, I started my day with a prayer. I have drank 42 ounces of water. It's raining, so my walk total is sad. I think I have like 1,000 steps, if that. And my quote is, note to self, when I eat like crap, I feel like crap. And that is so true. I don't know what happened out there. Losing my voice. I have 2 points. I got to sneeze. Sorry about that. I had a sneezing fit there for a minute. But I sneezed 3 times, so that means I'm going to come into money. Ha, 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 ha. An egg for 2 points, a cup of Cheerios for 3, my strawberries, grapefruit, banana, 0, and my tea and water is 0, 5 points. So I have 33 points left for my lunch and dinner. Okay, here we go. There is me in 1950. Obviously, I have no memory of it. And with my mom and dad. And as you can see, even then, I couldn't keep my mouth closed. The biggest joke in our family is my baby book, because I'm the only one that had a baby book. No one else got a baby book. But I have to show you this, which is very funny. This one. My father didn't want to get my feet or my hands full of ink. So he drew pictures of what he thought my feet looked like and what my hands looked like. This is Jim's favorite. I had the teeniest, tiniest little hand. I was spoiled. What can I say? But anyway, and then I have found a picture of us when we were little. Obviously, that's me. That's my brother Michael. That's Mary and Pat and Sue, and that's a neighbor kid. Denise was still a baby. She was probably in the house. And then I met Jim in high school. That's a picture of Jim. Kind of glary, I know. That's us in front of Jim's first car. Look how thin I was. And I was fat. In my mind, I was so fat. I weighed, and this picture right here, try not to have a glare on it. Sorry. In that picture there, I probably weighed 154 pounds, maybe 152 pounds. And I thought I was so fat. That's at my graduation. That's with my neighbor Sam. My girlfriends loved him, so they used to come and visit me all the time just so they could see Sam. He was a nice guy, but never thought of him as any other way other than being a nice guy. So, and there's me when I graduated. And I'm with Jim and my sister Sue. And then we had Jimmy. And I had Jimmy, and I was 150 pounds when I was 150 pounds when I got pregnant with him, and I gained 22 pounds and he weighed 10 pounds. So I'm probably right around 170 in that picture. And then I did play baseball. I don't like to brag, but I was a pretty good ball player. And then I started my major diet, and I got down to 216 pounds in 1989. And this is Easter of my 40th year, and I was almost at my 202. I think I was probably around 214, 215. So, those are my pictures. I hope you like them. Time for dinner. I don't like to brag, but I think I make a pretty good salad. I don't like salads out. I don't think they taste as good as mine. Tea and water. So anyway, I had 33 points left. My salad is 0. I have 2 tablespoons of the poppy seed dressing for 6 points. 3 ounces of the chicken left over from yesterday, which is 2 points. A half a cup of cottage cheese is 3 points. I have an ounce and a half of mozzarella cheese for 4 points. My iced tea and water is 0. Oh, I forgot my bread. You know, I don't think I'm going to need the bread. I'm not going to have the bread. The feta cheese is 4. So if I take 6 off for the bread, which was a lot, my dinner is 19 points. So now I have 19, 5, 24. I have 14 points left for a snack. All right, another day comes to an end. Kind of boring, I realize, but you know, there's days like that. Mama said there'd be days like that. Mama said, Mama said. I feel really good. I've stayed on plan every day this week. I realized I had the piece of cake yesterday, but I figured it into my weekly points. No guilt. I have no guilt of having it. It was a birthday, and it was within my weekly points, and so I have no problems with that. And I ate pretty healthy today. I didn't eat the bread, so I'm glad I'm glad I forgot it, because I would have ate it if it was on my plate, but I didn't miss it. Well, I did miss it because I love bread and butter. Bread and butter and cheese. That's what if you were to dig into me, that's what you'd find, bread and butter and cheese, along with a lot of cake and cookies and pop, all that good stuff. No, it's not good stuff, all the unhealthy stuff. So I'm very confident I'm going to lose at least 2 pounds tomorrow. I hope I'm not shooting for the moon, but I'll land in the stars, as they say. So I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, like the video, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will see you guys in the morning.